Hey, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the brothers doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Okay, this lesson is going to be brief. This is going to be focused on the woman, in particular. What the word woman means is female servant. As you can see right here, it says plural wifeman, woman, female servant, a compound of wife, woman, and man, human being, or whatever, As you can see, it says female servant. Now, people may not be familiar with what used to go on in the old days, and how the Lord has set things up, and how He wants things to be done, and what He allows to be done. In this day and time, in this day and age, they don't understand exactly what marriage is. Well, marriage, according to the scriptures, according to the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shah, according to Yahweh, marriage is when a man takes a woman and he puts his rod in her, man. That is marriage to Yahweh Shem Shah. Not getting down on your knees, asking a woman to marry you. That's going off, man. That's not real marriage. What unifies you? A fucking ring? No. That doesn't unify nobody, man. Sex unifies. It brings two into one flesh. It's like a precept just popped in my head. Damn. It's so many. Yeah, I'm going to get Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. How is he going to cleave unto her, man? That's a question you should ask yourself. How does a man cleave to a woman? What does any man want to do when he sees a nice woman, a nice young virgin? He wants to get up in her, man. In this video, this lesson is straight raw and uncut, man. Hey, if you don't like it, you don't gotta look. You don't have to watch this video. If you can't understand that sex is marriage, then don't click on the fucking video. Shalaki. I was gonna get that Corinthians, but I was looking for something else. Yeah, I basically did it there. Yeah, so basically you be one flesh. You can be one flesh with a harlot, man. When you go into a harlot, that's how y'all become one flesh. You have sex with her, man. This is Exodus chapter 21. I'm going to start at verse 1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years shall he serve. 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he come in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. Once again, how do you marry? You have sex. Boom. Let's go on to verse 4. If his master have given him a wife, how does a woman becomes a man's wife? He goes into her, have sex with her. He doesn't get on his knees and bow down to her and says, "Baby, you marry me?" No. He deflowers her, man. Wait, deflower. This is Sirach chapter 20, verse 4. As in the lust of an eunuch to deflower a virgin, so is he that executed judgment with violence. But the point being, To deflower. Let's see what that word deflower means. Deprive a maiden or of her virginity. So basically, you pop her cherry, man. Keep that in mind. Keep that word maiden, a maiden in mind. Deprive a maiden of her virginity. To deflower a garden, to take the virginity of. To strip, well, no, that's not. To ravish. To lay hands on. Let's see what ravish means. To seize someone by violence, carry a person, especially a woman, away. To seize, take away, hastily. To seize and carry off, carry away, suddenly, hurry away. To commit rape upon. What does rape mean? If it has it on here. Booty. Prey. Forceful seizure. So you're seizing a woman. An act of abducting a woman or sexually violating her or both. To grab her up, man. Take by force. To grab her up, man. It doesn't mean just... You see, people are ignorant. They don't know what that word rape means. You know? It means to grab. To handle her, man. This is verse 4. If his master have given him a wife, and she hath borne... she has borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters. He shall go out by himself. Verse 5, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master and my wife and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him to the judges. He shall bring him to the door unto the doorpost, and his master shall bear his ear through with it all. He shall serve him forever. I'm going to get to the point. I just want to, I ain't want to miss any meat. Verse 7, and if a man sell his daughter to be a maid servant, she shall not go out as the men's servants do. I wonder why they shouldn't go out as the men do. Verse 8, if she please not her master, who hath betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power, seeing he hath dealt deceitfully with her. Verse 9, this is what I wanted to get to. And if he have betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. Now, how do you deal with a woman after the manner of daughters? What do? You have sex with her. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So, if you have a second wife, you must do these three things. You cannot diminish her food. Her, I believe, raiment is clothing, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see real quick. Raiment. I believe that's clothing. Yeah, clothing, vesture, shortening. Clothing. Her food, her clothing, and her duty of marriage. So you take away these things from her. And especially her duty of marriage, sex, man. So it's a law in the scriptures that says you must have sex with your second wife. It just says if he take another wife, that means there's two wives. So you must have sex with her as you do with your first wife. And if he do not these three things unto her, then shall she go out free without any money. So with that, wait, I think I have another precept. It might be too many for this. Um, well, I guess I'm gonna end it there. It was another one in Genesis that I can't put my finger on, but I hope you brothers was edified, man. A sex is marriage, and it's a law in the scriptures that says if you take you another wife, man, you must have sex with her. It's a must. If you don't, then you gotta let her go for free. If you don't do those three things to her, you gotta, let her go free. And this is in the scriptures, man. This is a law that the Lord laid down, that judgments that we should do. So I'm going to let you guys meditate upon that. So with that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect, man. And Kwame Yasha. Sex is marriage. Wait, actually, I do have another one. Sarah's tent. Okay. Where's that? Okay, this is Genesis chapter 24, verse 66. Now I'm going to read 67. And Isaac brought her into her mother's tent. Well, I'm going to start at verse 63. And Isaac went to meditate in the field at the eventide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lightened off the camel. For she had said unto her servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant said, It is the master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. Verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother's tent, Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. So he took her into his mother's tent, and what did he do? He had sex with her, and she became his wife. He didn't just take her in the tent and boom, you're my wife now. So that means if I take a girl into a tent, she's my wife. No, he had sex with her. He had sex with her. So with that,